So welcome, I'm Tom Hiles and I'm Vice Chancellor for University Advancement. Very happy today on a number of counts. Of course, gift announcements are one of my favorite things to do, but also I'm thrilled because a lot of our friends, our volunteers, our committed donors are here for a weekend of activities to celebrate Mizzou and also talk about our campaign moving forward, etc. So we're very excited about it the entire weekend, even if the weather isn't cooperating right now. So first of all, my job is to kind of just introduce the platform. So first of all, in a minute, I will call Catherine Allen, who's the chairman and CEO of the Santa Fe Group, and she's also our campaign tri-chair for the Mizzou Our Time to Lead campaign. So we're excited to have Kathy here to make our special announcement. After Kathy speaks, Dr. J.D. Bowers, the director of our Honors College, will speak a little bit about the commitment that we're going to talk about in a minute. And then we have two remarkable students from the Honors College who I got to have a chance to meet when they accompanied Hank Foley, J.D., and me to, of all places, Las Vegas, Nevada, to meet our donors that we're going to announce a little while later. For the two students, Emma Wargol, who's an accounting major, and Christopher Dade, who's a chemistry major, will speak in just a little while. Although our donors could not be able to join us this morning due to a scheduling conflict, we're very happy to have the following representatives from Panda Express with us today. Brianna Owens. Brianna, would you stand up, please? She's a multi-unit manager at Panda. Please join me in thanking her. Angie Pacheco is here. Angie, please stand, also from Panda. And then Ming Tsai, also from Panda, is here. So we really appreciate their involvement. It's fitting that this gift announcement really kicks off our weekend of thank yous, as I mentioned a minute ago. We're fortunate to have many members of our Jefferson Club Board of Trustees, our Chancellor's Society Board, the Library Society, the Legacy Society, and our National Campaign Cabinet. So I'd ask for them to stand or wave their hand to be recognized as well. Please. Finally, before I call Kathy up, I just want to remind you that Mizzou's Our Time to Lead campaign launched October 2015, which is an interesting timing, but it was a very exciting day, I promise you, and we announced a $25 million gift that morning to announce the Kinder Institute. The three major priorities of the campaign are endowment, establishing 5 to 10 signature centers of $10 million or more, and a campus renaissance to support the campus toward having world-class teaching and research space. The campaign has an overall goal of $1.3 billion, and we've raised nearly $900 million toward that goal, and we are on track to exceed that goal. The guidance of the campaign cabinet and all of our friends has been critical. So this is all a part of a wonderful weekend and a great way to kick it off. So with no further ado, please join me in welcoming Kathy Allen for our announcement.
Thank you, Tom, and thank you for everybody that's here today, especially in the rainy weather. I'm excited about this opportunity to announce this generous gift. We all know this is an important time for philanthropy for our university and also to reward and acknowledge education, and this is about that. Philanthropy has been important for MU since its founding in 1839. It's no secret that the university is currently experiencing significant budget challenges, which only highlights the power of private support. It's an honor to serve on the campaign committee with so many other proud alumni and friends of Mizzou who want to make our university the best it can be now and, more importantly, in the future. The people we are here today to honor and to celebrate are Andrew and Peggy Cherng. They share this passion for Mizzou. Andrew Cherng earned a master's degree in applied mathematics from the MU College of Arts and Science. Peggy earned a master's degree in computer science and a doctorate in electrical engineering from the MU College of Engineering. And I just want to say I was reading about the March for Science that happened here, and you had a huge crowd here in Columbia. Even in my tiny town of Santa Fe, New Mexico, we had 20,000 people show up, and it's about how important it is to have science and technology backgrounds, and certainly Peggy and Andrew exemplify that. Under the Cherng's leadership, Panda Restaurant Group, which operates the Panda Express chain of restaurants, was named one of America's best employers by Forbes. And again, this is an honor. Forbes identifies those companies that have a combination of factors that not only pay people well, but treat them well. And I think that says a lot to their philosophy about business and how they give back. The Cherng's have also been inducted into the National Restaurant Association's Hall of Fame. Beyond their professional achievements, they also are deeply committed to giving back through Panda Cares. And this has donated millions of dollars to schools and to children's hospitals since its founding in 1999. In everything they do, the Cherng's demonstrate a commitment to helping other people improve their lives, particularly through personal development. Today, it is my honor and pleasure to announce that Andrew and Peggy Cherng have made a gift of $1.5 million to the MU Honors College. And I was telling Dr. Bowers that to me, it's so important that we acknowledge the scholarship in our university, the academics of a university, and the fact that they're giving this money to the Honors College, I think is a wonderful symbol of what we need to do, acknowledge how important that is. And I know we're going to be hearing from some students who have been recipients to the program. This gift not only strengthens the Honors College's ability to recruit the best students in the state and the nation, but it also will enable the Honors College to provide those students with unique educational and career opportunities that will prepare them for successful lives after graduation. Honors College Director Dr. Bowers will speak more about the impact for the college, but before I welcome him to the program, please allow me on behalf of Mizzou's students, alumni, and friends to offer my sincere thanks to Andrew and Peggy Cherng for the remarkable gift. Here to share more about the impact of this gift is Honors College Director Dr. J.D. Bowers.
Good morning. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you to everyone for coming. Dr. Spain would tell you I have a hard time smiling, but I think I can finally smile for a little bit, right? It is a day worth smiling about, and because the act of philanthropy, when directed towards supporting the growth, the development, and success of future generations of students, is to me one of the most altruistic acts individuals can perform. This gift from Andrew and Peggy exemplifies every element of that sentiment. Andrew and Peggy have entrusted the Honors College with a gift so that we can nurture leaders, provide high impact and life-changing opportunities, help students expand their intellect and their skills, and be ambitious in our efforts while knowing we have the necessary support to ensure the integrity of the new programs we build. They have also given us a challenge to be successful, to demonstrate the value of our efforts and measure the positive outcomes and achievements of our students, to produce young leaders whose actions go beyond their studies and their workshops, and future scholars and professionals whose work changes the field and positively impacts society. It is at the intersection of the vision and the challenge that Andrew and Peggy have given a gift which in many ways is priceless. And it comes at a time when they and we can demonstrate that the challenges we face as a college, as Mizzou, and as education are challenges that will be well met. Simply put, we will not succumb, we will thrive, and we will succeed. What will we be doing in the Honors College with their gift? We have initiated the Cherng Program in Honors, a sequence of opportunities and approaches that are, even in their inception and pilot periods, already changing the face of honors here at Mizzou and across the nation. Today, I have the pleasure of announcing the first cohort of 12 Cherng Summer Scholars, as you can see in the pamphlet we have distributed. These 12 students will spend 10 weeks on campus this summer producing their own outstanding research or artistry project with specific and tangible results. And some of those students are here with us today, and I'd like to acknowledge their presence when I call their name. So, Aiden Alamafar, Julia Brose, Thomas Casamatis, he had class, he had a test actually, he told me that. Clara Fields, Bailey Franca, there's Bailey, wave a little bit, there, thank you Bailey. Jacqueline Enat is in Spain studying abroad. Riley Messer, I know, I saw you Riley, where are you? Abby Robinson, Jade Thomas, Tessa Valeroy, Tessa's here, I know. Ethan Zars, and finally, Mitchell Zink. We had 32 applicants for the 12 positions, and each one of them that I read was more impressive than the last. And it became an intensely competitive process to get this Summer Scholars Award. 10 fully subsidized weeks of research and artistry dedicated to their passions. They're not producing a capstone, they're not producing their culminating work. That terminology implies finality and completion. Our goal, rather, is to see that they build upon their achievements in the past while catapulting themselves to the next stage. What they do this summer is the work that will lead them into graduate school and to launch their career and to see them published as the first author and produce a scientific, historical, or linguistic breakthrough. That's our goal. That's the standard that the Cherns have allowed us to set and the challenge to meet. We have basically, with their help, created our own incubator of talent for the future. We will also be taking significant steps towards our goal of providing all 2,250 Honors College students with a global experience, focusing primarily on study abroad as an invaluable and defining experience, but also on engagement throughout the curriculum, with the integration of online international learning and the establishment of new partnerships in Africa, Asia, Central and South America, and Europe. And we have been taking the steps already to implement a significant curricular and co-curricular change and innovation. This includes moving the Cherng Ash Scholars program from pilot to full implementation, providing scores of four-year research positions to students in fields where collaborative, laboratory-based work is not the norm in the arts and the humanities and the social sciences. And we have already established a phenomenal track record in our first year. We will be moving from just over 100 research and artistry opportunities in the college to nearly 500 by the completion of next academic year. That's a quarter of the college. We have established the CIRCA program, a cohort of students working intensively with faculty to address the global issues of our time through holistic and interdisciplinary approaches. Utilizing problem-based learning, research, leadership skills, and required public circulation of their work, we envision CIRCA to be a four-year sequence, including a required study away, a study abroad, and expected service and leadership components. And each year, we plan to present the results of our work to the campus and the community, to the state and the nation, by hosting the annual Cherng Conference and Prize, at which the work done by our students will be featured alongside the intersectioning work of international and national scholars and artists, educators and leaders. What I've outlined for you today is just the beginning. There are many other elements and projects that will go along to form a component of the larger Cherng program in honors. And the work of the Honors College will remain broad as well. But make no mistake, what Andrew and Peggy have given us is monumental. And it will have a lasting impact on honors and Mizzou, and for me, and for most importantly, it will have a lasting impact on the lives of thousands of students that come through our college. I want to take a moment and thank everyone who has been involved in the process of getting us to this initial stage. The entire administrative team within the Honors College, Janelle Beavers, Megan Boyer, Susan Geisert, Christina Bradley, Darcy Holtgrave, Nima Shaddadi, and Laura Kyle. The members of the advancement team, Tom, Kim, Mark, Kate, Gina, Colin, Eric, Sharon, and many, many others. And all of the kind individuals at Panda and the Panda Charitable Foundation who have assisted us, and the academic support and leadership that I have been given by Provost Garnett Stokes and Vice Provost Jim Spain, as well as many of our major campus-wide partners, the Academic Resource Center, fellowships, and the Undergraduate Research Office. None of this would be possible without that partnership, that collaboration, and that support, and it means a lot to me. Allow me to conclude with a few words. Brian Stevenson, lawyer, academic, and civil rights activist, has been clear in his approach to being an agent of change. His 4 pillars invoke many of our own, but use different terms and take on an urgency given the nature of his work. He asks us to get proximate, to change the narratives, to stay hopeful, and to do uncomfortable things. Andrew and Peggy, on behalf of the students, faculty, and staff, and the administrative team of the Honors College and MU, I want to say thank you. Thank you for the gift that will allow us to be a lasting agent of change in this world and to give students the tools and foundations necessary to go forward. Thank you. I'd now like to introduce to you 2 of our students, and as Tom said, they have been beneficiaries of Honors College programming that's just the tip of the iceberg that Andrew and Peggy will be supporting. And Emma Wargel from Kansas will be speaking first, and then Chris Dade will be speaking second. Thank you. Emma.
Thank you. The trajectory of my college career has, without question, been shaped and altered by the generosity of others, donors, in fact, like Andrew and Peggy Cherng. This leaves me with little doubt that the magnitude of the Cherng's gift will leave a lasting impact on the thousands of Honors College students in the coming years. When I first came to Mizzou, my academic direction and purpose was rather unfocused. Then, owing to programs supported by MU donors, I was able to do undergraduate research, participate in an extensive leadership program, and be the beneficiary of professional mentoring, all of which provided me with direction and momentum. Specifically, I've been able to research white-collar crime, learn the trade secrets of forensic accounting, interweave corporate and individual accounting with psychology, and examine the pursuit of justice. Much of this learning took place outside of the classroom and in forums where leadership was a skill on par with research. And I have had the opportunity to grow as a leader through my interactions with CEOs and executives from corporations such as JP Morgan, Molson Coors, Procter & Gamble, and many others, as I learned about their corporate and personal path to success. But I've also had the opportunity to give back by participating in a service trip to Nicaragua in which we helped a single mother modernize her restaurant and thus truly pay forward the generosity that was given to me. In the end, I have, as a result of all of the support and generosity of donors, found both an academic pursuit as well as a career path. And for all of the support that has been given to me, and on behalf of the students that will follow, I want to thank Andrew and Peggy for securing the opportunities of Mizzou students in the years ahead. Thank you.
Good morning. First of all, I think it's a great day to be a Tiger. Very exciting. It's so inspirational to hear about the future that future students are going to have here at Mizzou. But I think the most important thing is that it's clear from those that have spoken before me that donor-supported experiential learning can shape entire college careers for students here at Mizzou. And simply put, the experiential opportunities presented to me through the financial support of donors have allowed me to spend all 4 years of my time at college doing research, gaining practical skills, acquiring knowledge, and setting on the path to becoming successful in a research-oriented career. That support even provided me opportunities and skills to compete against students from Canada, the UK, and the US for a research opportunity and internship last summer in Germany. Beyond the research skills and knowledge, however, the programs that have been developed and supported not only opened my eyes to what a career in science could look like, something that was really hard for me as a student in a small rural town in Missouri to imagine, but they've also taught me how to be a leader, how to innovate, and most importantly, why it's important that we have advocates for science in our society. The best part, though, is that I could do it all here at Mizzou, Missouri's flagship and land-grant institution. Here, I was shown that it's possible with an education in science and my experience through the Discovery Fellows Program, combined with workshops, networking, showcases, and other opportunities in the Honors College, to pursue a career in science policy and advocate to secure a future for our scientists, many of whom I think will now be coming here to Mizzou. The support that Andrew and Peggy Cherng have pledged to the Honors College will allow future Mizzou students not only to surpass my own accomplishments, but to compete against the best public and private universities in the nation and best them every time, to integrate pathways of learning, to grow in global engagement. And that's all because Mizzou is going to be known as a home for intellectual, artistic, and leadership pursuits for the nation's most talented students who are looking for something both distinctive and better. I'm grateful that Andrew and Peggy have chosen to support my fellow students in ways far beyond what I could have ever imagined being supported, and that now even more students will have the support unique to Mizzou and the Honors College to pursue research and exploration, growing into the next generation of thinkers, scientists, and advocates in our society. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Cherng, for your generous gift.
So just closing on a couple of notes. One is just a sidebar. Chris and Emma are amazing representatives, and I've had the pleasure over 32 years of working with a lot of CEOs and major donors, and I've seen deans, presidents, chancellors sometimes get very intimidated and nervous about sitting down with a Fortune 100 CEO. I had the experience with Chris and Emma of watching them look Peggy and Andrew in the eye and telling about their experience in Mizzou in a very sophisticated, genuine, as my father said, you can't fake genuineness. They were incredibly genuine with their stories and the impact, and it was moving to see the impact that had on Peggy and Andrew. So Chris and Emma, let me thank you one more time for your help in that process. There is one person that hasn't been thanked and is not here today, and that is Interim Chancellor Hank Foley. I think, JD, we can both say that Hank was a critical partner in visioning the Honors College this gift. And also from Hank's perspective and from JD and my perspective, we're just getting started. This is just the beginning of that process. This gift was a planning grant over a 3-year period to start the process toward a named Honors College. So we're going to continue the conversations with the Cherns. We're going to continue talking with other donors who support honors education, and we're excited about where that will go. So I wanted to close with that and also thank everyone for being here. We will have opportunities for media discussions one-on-one afterwards, so we will not do that in group setting, but we will be around to do that. So with no further ado, let me close by once again thanking Dr. Peggy and Andrew Cherng for their generous support. Thank you.